So far, I just see that all you people are doing is running away. We are running away from all our battles. I'll go straight to the point. I'll get plenty of interviews. It's not as if I'm abandoning you people with the life. I don't give them that. That's why I do a lot of life before I come up from Nigeria. I've given you people enough ammunition to battle all these our enemies. But you know, you people are not interested in the battle. You are running away from the battlefield. You constantly run away from the battlefield. You go and look for shelter. You run away from the battlefield of public education. You go and look for shelter in private education. They steal your economy. You run away from the battlefield of your economy. You go and seek shelter inside crypto. They will steal away your democracy. Now you are running into the shelter of the military dictatorships and autocracy. Stand and fight for once. Nigerian people, African people all over the world. Stand and fight. Stand your ground in one part of your life and fight for it. Stop running entirely. You take your thing here, you create somewhere, you run into, you know what you are doing is cryptocurrency and all these things, private education, they're all concentration camps that we run into, that they build for us, like reservations. I'm tired of this. I'm seeing it online every day and it's coming just tell you about the vex for my people. Are we such cowards who cannot stand and fight for anything? Stop leaving the battlefield. Every single battlefield you run away. I saw somebody commenting yesterday, they praised Ibrahim Traore. One Nigerian comment on that. Nigerian soldiers are stupid. Meaning say you want military role back in Nigeria. Oh my God. Because you are too afraid to fight for your democracy. So the Africans are saying that democracy cannot work. You know what, when you now talk, see democracy cannot work in Africa. Do you know the meaning of what you are saying? Do you know the meaning of what you are saying? You are saying that African people don't have the sense. Basically what you are saying is that we don't have the sense. We are too stupid to know what is good for us. Because it's only people that don't know what is good for them that somebody else has to come and teach you or force you to do the right thing. Somebody else has to come and force you to do the right thing. And most of the people supporting us to leave democracy and enter into autocracy are those people too that have run away from Africa. You see, that's what you all do. You run away from the battlefield. That's what you all do, all the African professionals. The ones who never run are packing their bags ready to run. The ones who never stop leaving the battlefield. You're all running away too much. You people start praising Japa as if to say that one kind great thing that they do. You know, you start praising yourselves, how you know the Japa, how they run leave Nigeria, how they run leave Africa. You start acting as if that is some flex. It is not flex, it is cowardice. It is cowardice. I will not allow you to reach with your okay, so now don't Japa. Everything you people, you just run away. That's all you do. Now I want us to run away from democracy and run into autocracy. Right? They don't teach us, they don't force us as Africans to believe that we are nothing. We cannot achieve anything, we cannot do anything. In the face of any adversity, run. Or you don't teach yourself divorce. Yes. You have somebody that building family, in the face of adversity, run. Divorce everybody. Everybody run. Any adversity, everybody run. Run. Africans don't run. Once we don't decide something, we stay there and we build it and we fix it. That's why there are no school excursion in Nigeria. I never opened my internet before. Make I see one school from Africa. Carry African children, go Egypt. Go look what you don't achieve. Carry African children, go Ocean Guy for Mali. When they go look the great libraries of Timbuktu. When they go Zimbabwe, go look the great wall. Already Benin. Yeah, how many schools for Nigeria? They go Benin, go look the moat, the great wall and moat of Benin. Just wait there our backyard. How many they go Kano? Go look at the architecture of Africa that we built just in northern Nigeria there in our country. How many excursions do we take to go and look at the great things that we have wrought out for ourselves? Nupe, their works, all those things that they have, all those their iron works, that the whole world, people from the world come there to look at these things. Do we take our children there from the schools? Just how to run away. You are all running everywhere, helter skelter. Once they take your things, you need to stand and fight for it. You need to run to the reservation that they have built for you. Escaping. They steal our economy, steal all our money. So we need to fight for our money. You start fighting for crypto. You run to crypto. Crypto that you don't know where it's coming from. You don't know what it is. Nobody knows anything about it except the rich people that create it. Let me tell you, rich people get out. They decide when it goes up. They decide when it goes down. You say you don't trust government. Government control money. So who controls the government you don't trust? Is it not the billionaires? The billionaires control the government. So if you don't trust the government, how can you trust the billionaires? If you don't trust the government, how dare you trust the billionaires that control the government? Then you run to the crypto that they control. Because you refuse to fight for your thing that the government has stolen, that our money that's in their pocket, the normal money, that normal one, and I want that normal money. Somebody say EFF arrest E-Money, talk about it. E-Money is a billionaire. Why do I have to talk about E-Money? I fight for people that have no power, people that are innocent. I fight for innocent people that have no power, that are oppressed. Why would I be fighting for E-Money? I don't understand. I demand E-Money has the money. You know your name? E-Money. He has the money, he has the capabilities, the connections, the power to fight for himself. Anybody that is wasting energy fighting for such a person doesn't know what is happening in Nigeria. We fight for the weak, the oppressed, not the ones that prop up the system. The system that they prop up, when it now comes to bash them, what's my business with them? They will sort themselves out. They will sort themselves out. Anybody making noise about that is just, they want to make E-Money send them money. Maybe the person get charity. They want E-Money to send money, that's all. E-Money will send money. Don't worry. It's E-Money. E-Money is fine. E-Money is fine. E-Money will take care of himself. You know, E-Money will take care of himself. You know, don't be bringing up all those. I'm talking about our vulnerable people here. The people that we need to understand the fight of our country. Yeah, I don't fight for you. I can't for you. Not everybody's fight I can fight for. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. Don't get me wrong, but I see these people outside. Sometimes I greet them. Hello, hi. How you doing, my guy, my guy? But you don't pass that one. You know? You don't pass that one. I have no dog. I have no dog in those fights. I have no dog in such a fight. We fight for the people. The people in this country, that them gonna need help. You know, I don't spread myself too thin for sensationalism. I don't get, seriously, since I know they watch me for this, they never see me do anything for sensation. I don't have any power for anything in this sensation. No power for that. So as I tell them that they go, you continue to run helter skelter anywhere they push us into. Our democracy is our greatest power. Our participation in our governance. Now, just because you people want to, you're not interested in your future, you're not interested in your life, please don't destroy it for your children yet unborn. I repeat to you, young people that did not grow up under military rule in Africa. All you young people that did not know what military rule is. When I think say soldier, all these soldiers when they see for road one when they go fight there, they go slap one person there. Even as they did for barrack, as soldiers from Nigeria did for barrack like this, they never come out. See the amount of atrocities they are still causing. See the amount of atrocities they are still causing. But you people think that those people that ruled Africa from 1966, all African countries under their rule from 1966 to 1999, almost 40 years of rule, they couldn't even fix electricity in Africa. We can be shouting today about anything. The foundations of the problem of Africa was created by the African military. So now your democracy is not working. Instead of you to take your democracy and make it work, you want to run away again. Just the way you run away from your country, you run away from your institutions. Now you want to run away from your democracy. That is the plan. The way you run away from more analog economy. They are studying our economy. We don't know what's happening in the economy. The banks are rigged. The banks don't do it. Instead of us to fight those fucking bankers, to fight them to become transparent, to fight for the laws of our country to reflect the kind of banking that we want to see in our country. No, we abandon all of that. We want to another invention of crypto. Now we want to abandon our democracy. and run into another Uyibo invention of military dictatorship. Now Uyibo inventor. But not Uyibo invent democracy. Democracy belongs to the people. It has always existed. Don't let anybody come and tell you, if we get problems, see the way that like democracy be is not serving us. It is our duty to create the one that will serve us. It's our duty to engage the system in its entirety. To engage the entire system. What else are you doing with your life that is so important? And I always ask people, what are you doing in your life that is so important that you cannot fight for your own freedom, that you don't have time to engage your own politics? What are you doing in your life? Because they look all of now, they see on our social media feed. I don't see that thing that is so important. I don't see that thing that is so important. Now I'm going to address something really quick because I want me this thing short. I just want to say this thing again. You know, we have a problem in Africa right now in the Sudan. The Sudanese people have been fighting this fight on their own, and honestly speaking, we as Africans know that they cannot do it alone because the people they are fighting have more money and more power than them. The United Arab Emirates, we all of them like to be put for the Dubai, are funding the genocide of our brothers and sisters in the Sudan. The Janjaweed militia, a group of Arab militias that has always tormented that country, have now been institutionalized with plenty money by Dubai. They are now called the RSF. They used to be called the Janjaweed militia. Check them out on how they've been killing African people, these Arabs. Now, the black people of Sudan has taken their country. They are not happy because these Arabs have been ruling them there. Now that the Africans have risen up to take their country and they did their government, they planned a coup, they started a war that has been going on now. And Dubai, Abu Dhabi, all this Oman, this United Arab Emirates have been funding this war, have been paying for this war to continue. They've been killing our brothers and sisters in Sudan. If there's any country in Africa that can put pressure on the UAE, it is Nigeria. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what are you doing about what is going on in Sudan? When are you people going to call your friends in the UAE to order? When will Africa start laying sanctions, especially Nigeria? I mean, in fact, our former vice president, if I'm not mistaken, is a citizen. This is what I'm telling you. You can never, until now, face these people directly. Where Atiku collect COVID vaccine? When I remember when Atiku collect COVID vaccine for UAE, they say that because Atiku na UAE citizen. Our own vice president, person that is running for, he wants to be president in our country. They tell us, say, he is a citizen in the country that is sponsoring genocide in Africa. Do you understand why these people cannot fix our country? Do you understand why we as a people are always put under the boss of all these people? Where we are always thrown under the boss? Somebody said here, he never fixed play 2 killing in Sudan. You Nigerians are just so stupid. Oh my God. Okay. And I never see say killings they happen for a year of election. Notice that these things happen towards election only. Only when election won't start. Election is going to start 26, 20, election is 27. Campaign is starting next year. Do you think that one African country can be fixed in microcosm? We can multitask. There's the African Union. Sudan is our responsibility as Africans. We can't be saying, oh, because we have not fixed our country, we cannot care what's going on in Sudan. Brother, you better care what is going on in Sudan. You need to care, especially when you are in a country like Nigeria that has so much influence, so much. Our elite have invested so much in Dubai, in the UAE. Our elites put a lot of money in the UAE. So they should be able to make something happen on behalf of our brothers in Sudan. I believe if Nigeria begins to speak up as a country about that conflict, the whole of Africa too will see the need to speak up about that conflict. So where is the power? We cannot run away from it. All of you just want to run away from any problem that they bring to us. Anything, everybody just running. We need to stand and face something. Choose the one that you like. Stand and face it. Choose the one that you like and stand and face it. You should be running up and down. Okay, anyway, that's the live I wanted to share with all of you today. Stop running away from the battlefield. Stop running away from the battlefield. We as Africans need to understand that we are in a battle. Face it. That's the only solution.